feel my grip. People in the Bronx wanna take a trip. Physically fit. Catching around with it. Boom, boom, boom.
I want to talk to you about what's going on with Othello.
And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and it should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the small forward.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
Wood kicks to Bullock. Feeds to MP. The rebound by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other, as this is the first of four contests between them this year.
And the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. Expect this first one to be extremely spirited, with each side trying desperately to send a message early.
It's Powell on the wing.
Boy, the defense was exceptional. Norman Powell, just a level of focus and aggression on that contested jump shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bullock passes to MP. Now Bullock, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic dishes to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Powell. Dallas again missing.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Outside Jackson. Leonard finds Jackson. Sinks the triple.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot. The rise and fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
For Dallas, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He said priority number one is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. Now, here's George. He had 25 points last game.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Here's Powell. 17 points in his last outing. Jackson from long range. Here's Zubac. Nice work on the board.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start giving up high percentage looks. That doesn't typically end well.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. Well, the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star. And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Here's Powell after the made shot from MP. Wood with the block.
And an aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
MP, another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
Yeah, that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Powell with the ball. Count the basket. Powell's got 6.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
Dinwiddie outside. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. Remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Clippers leading by 3. Jackson. And here is Powell. Dinwiddie with some nice D. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Bullock, good.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. George finds Jackson. Out to the right wing. Zubac with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Leonard. And it's MP with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Back to Doncic. Releases. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Jackson passes to Powell. George double teamed. Nobody near Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Powell. He has 6. And here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. Good work there as it goes.
we are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Inside. And MP with the basket on the assist by Doncic. MP's got 12 points in the game. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. Pass to Powell. Back to George. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Here's MP. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Reggie Bullock. Hardaway is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Batum kicks to Covington. Los Angeles with another miss. Dallas leading by 3. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Outside, Batum. Back to Wall. Outside, Covington. Drills it from outside.
Well, Covington has made himself a viable and legitimate three-point shooter. How about that one?
Pass to MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Batum passes to Covington. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
And Wall kicks to Kennard. Let's go. Offensive rebound.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
MP fades and shoots. The shot's good from McGee. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The pass to Morris.
2 minutes remaining.
All with it. Morris finds Wall. No good on the triple.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Yep, that one goes. And it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Kennard against Hardaway. Back to Wall. Here's the 3. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's good. That takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's from inside the paint.
Now here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Covington wide.
A step slow, you can see the results.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he slides.
Substitution on the court.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Mavericks?
At the line
And
for
guys,
one.
they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. And it's Jackson in the corner. That one drops for him.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And they double up Jackson. Left side, George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Pass to Bullock. Here's MP. Zubac defending. MP passes to Bullock. Back to MP. Wood kicks to Bullock. That shot, no good. George with the defensive effort. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Yep, it goes in the Clipper lead. Is cut to just 5 points on the basket from MP.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Jackson kicks to Powell. Fires from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Outside, George. Powell against Green. Zubac the pass to Powell. MP against Leonard. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Floats it up for Wood. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Doncic is checked in for Reggie Bullock. Jackson passes to Powell. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Picked his pocket. Dinwiddie against Jackson. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut to just 3 points on the basket from Dinwiddie.
And we always talk about making your team.
Still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Leonard with the steal. And the pass to Jackson. Here's Powell to the paint. Kicks it out to Leonard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks trailed by 3. Leonard with the steal. Dinwiddie with the steal. MP passes to Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Pop. Just 4 to shoot. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Good. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Back to Jackson. The dish to Leonard. To end the drought. Good on the shot. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Leonard against MP, and the layup falls. MP's got 27.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Jackson passes to George. Pass to Leonard. Over MP. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dallas making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Leonard. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. Here's Doncic. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers trail. Pass to George. Dishes to Morris. Shoots over McGee, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Dallas has gone 4 of 7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to MP. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Poked away. Powell with the steal. And George, here we go. Elbow shot is on the way. Good on the jump shot. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Well, there are times where you've got to get to that mid-range jump shot, and Paul George has got it to perfection.
Norman Powell, he's been the guy.
Your Mavericks, 57. The Clippers, 60.
We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. MP is out there with Wood, and it's Bullock in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Kawhi Leonard, the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Zubac kicks to George. 6 to shoot. The shot, no good. Good defense by MP. And the layup's good off the glass. MP
and go strong to the rim.
Now the pass to Powell. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Boy, if Norman Powell does this kind of work on a consistent basis, look out, folks. He is cooking right now.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one. Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
MP right side. And he gets it to go. MP's got 33 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
To the left side wing. The feed now to Leonard. Buries it down low. Leonard's got 14.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And the season numbers for them. At the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Paul George. And it's Luke Kennard. He gets it in there.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated.
Throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
For Dallas, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. Hardaway's checked in for Reggie Bullock. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway... And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
Passes to Powell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
And with the Mavs a trip doors to the conference finals, puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
MP with it. Guarded now by Morris. Doncic dishes to MP. McGee. And that one drops for him. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's George. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the line for him here.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
And so Bullock nails both of them.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's George. Up to Powell. Outside, Wall. Tries it from 19. The shot's good. Wall's got 15. Points here in the second half.
And this is the ongoing development of John Wall, hitting that jumper with consistency.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take a listen now to Coach.
Fight through it, okay? You guys scream.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Wall in at the point.